Hello guys, here is d.nikita. Good afternoon all of you. I hope you all are well. So एक काफ़ी लंबे अरसे के बाद आज हम क्लास ले रहे हैं. लास्ट वीक हुई थी लास्ट क्लास, राइट? So here is some, that is a new, not a new topic we can say. रिपीटेटिव नेचर है, लाइक हम रिवीजन टाइप कर रहे हैं बाय द गूगल. सो पहले हमने क्या किया था, हमने डेफिनेशंस की थी. व्हाट इज़ अ कंपनी, कंपनी लो, कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स, एमओए, एओए एक्सेट्रा फ्रॉम स्टार्टिंग टू टिल एन एंड. सो नाउ सम आज क्लासेस में होगा कुछ न्यू केसेस जो हमारे रिलेटेड टू कंपनी लो है और जो फ्रिक्वेंटली बेसिस पे या तो आपसे डायरेक्टली पूछे जा सकते हैं या फिर आपसे इनडायरेक्टली वो आपसे पूछ लिए जाते हैं. सो वेलकम गाइस. सो आज हम करेंगे व्हाट इज़ अ कंपनी, डेफिनेशन, कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स एंड लेटेस्ट केस लो. सो स्टार्ट. व्हाट इज़ अ कंपनी? So before going to start, when we heard about a company, so what do you think? What is a company? So basically, in a nature, company is when we're talking about in a layman language, company is somewhat that is related to manufacturing a good any goods or services to all of us, and we are takes all benefit from those goods and services that is provided by them. And according to a company goods and services contain some qualities and some special benefits, etc. Right? So what is a company as per the law? Company is not strictly technical or legal meaning. It may be described to imply an association of persons for some common objective. So in a general layman language we are talking about, so company is a when a more than two person in a case of a private company, or more than a seven person in case of a public company comes together and make an association and started a work for a particular objective. So that is the company which is incorporated for some objectives with the benefits of their members as well as for a society also, right? Wait, there's a practical problem and then ओके गाइस, तो अभी चार्जर लग चुका है, ठीक है. सो कंपनीज वही दैट आई सेड अर्लियर. कंपनी क्या है आपकी, एक पर्टिकुलर एसोसिएशन ऑफ पर्सन है ना, पर्टिकुलर नंबर ऑफ पर्सन आर कम्स टुगेदर फॉर अ पर्टिकुलर मोटिव एंड मोटिव ऑफ अ कंपनी एंड टू रन अ बिजनेस for a particular nature and the manufacturing units, etc. So that is a association of person. Include economy as well as non-economy objective. Yes, so objective may be the company is economy or maybe it's non-economy objective. Carry business for a gain, right? So all these company, we can't say all, but mostly companies are incorporated or running for a business for a gain. So used for a forced senses. What company is simple terms be described. So definition of company as per the law, section 2 subsection 20, company act 2013 define a company to mean a company incorporated under this act under a previous company law. So some popular definition is here. So first definition by Lord Justice Linde, a company is an association of many persons, right? जैसे हमने बताया, who contribute money. Yes, of course, the person who wants to become a member of a company, so all are invested in a company. For an example, in their share for control motive, for only a members motive, for a personal gain motive, for a huge profit, etc. So contribute some money. What's to be common stock employed in some trade, right? So the company stock or so contribute is denoted in a money and is a capital of a company. The person who contribute to is or to whom it pertain are a member. So contribute कर they pertain are a member. A portion of a capital to which each member is entitled is shares. So those members are become a member of a company are or and also invested in a company. So ultimately they become a member of a company, right? So always transferable through. The shares are always transferable through, but not in a always sensitive. There is also restriction in the case of private and public companies, often more or less restricted, right? So second definition is Chief Justice by Marshall. Corporation is an artificial being invisible, right? That is a corporation, an artificial being invisible, intangible, and existing in the law of nature. So being a mere creation of law, yes, it possesses only the properties which is a charter of its creation. So that is only possess some properties, and that is also be defined in a MOA of a company, confer upon the either expressly or as a incidentally to its very existence. So next definition, Professor Henning. A company is an artificial person. Yes, as we know, company is an artificial person, and the that is not a legal person. It is only an artificial person, and the members are doing the work on the behalf of a company by the name of a company. So having a separate legal entity, as we know, company and its member both are separate legal entity because company and their member both are different right and duties and powers also with the perpetual succession. Yes, of course. So company is a perpetual succession because company can't be stopped because of company as run in a as we studied in our accountancy also going concern concept can't can't be stop a company. Nobody can be stop a company except that in the case of finding about a dissolution by the tribunal or by the voluntary only voluntary one, right? So it's also a common seal. So company is a artificial person and individual. So obvious is that तो कंपनी के कोई बाय फिजिकल मोड और फिजिकल गैस्चर्स तो है नहीं कि वो अपना खुद ही काम करे. सो इज आर्टिफिशियल फॉर इनविजिबल. सो फॉर द सिग्नेचर द कंपनी यूज कॉमन सील फॉर द सिग्नेचर ऑन द बिहाफ ऑफ दैट. तो ये थी हमारी डिफिनीशंस ऑफ कंपनी. नाउ going ahead. So the characteristics of a company is incorporated association. Yes, of course, association is when more than 2% and more than 7% going together and for a particular motive and for a company business or a business gain motive, either is economic objective or non-economic objectives to fulfill that. So that is an incorporated association. Must be incorporated registered under the Company Act and the minimum number of members required for this purpose. 7 in the case of public and 2 in the case of private, right? So section 3 is a company allow formation of one company. OPC is also here, but after a particular time OPC have a right to converted in a limited company or a public company after 6 months. So legal entity distinct from its members. Separate legal entity concept apply here. So company and its member both have different rights and duties. So the reason of this characteristics was basically is that sometimes the case is we are going studies further. Like क्या हुआ था कि members are doing their works and they are doing some malpractices or some frauds on for a personal motive to gain extra profit. But when these things are disclosed and when this disclosed and when a ROC and when by a tribunal are claimed that and case जब start हुआ, so people are like वही कि मैंने नहीं किया. जब कोई गलत कर देता है तो वही कहता है कि मैंने नहीं करा, ये उसने किया. So as we know, company is an artificial person, invisible, so that That is a time when members are said like we are not did that work that is done by the name of a company, so we are not responsible for that. So please, we are not belongs to that case, right? So at that time हुआ था कि separate legal entity concept आया था कि company और its member both are different. So आप company के नाम पे अपना कुछ personal conflict of interest ये सब चीज़ें नहीं होंगी. So unlike partnership, company distinct from a person who constituted hence the capable to enjoying rights and being subjected to duties which are not the same as those enjoyed upon by its member. Lord, as a lord puts it, company is a lot different person altogether from the subscriber, and though it may be that after incorporation business is precisely the same as it was before. Some person are managers, some are hands receive the proceed. Same is not in a law. Agent of a subscriber trustee of them. Nor are the subscriber as a member liable. In this shape of form, member are provided by Act. So right, both are different. So here is some cases. First case is Dolly 3 Company Limited, Ray ILR 1886. Since the 1886 cases, the case is was certain transfer T estate to a company. So to transfer a T estate to a company and claim exemption from the ad valorem duties on the ground they themselves were the shareholder in a company, and therefore it was nothing but a transfer from them in one of the themselves under the name. So the company's motives transferring the state of a company and taking exemptions benefit from the ad valorem duties, right, and were the shareholder in the company, and therefore it was nothing but a transfer from them one of the themselves under another name. So that is not a serious case. That is a main motive of this case is the transferring the things by the another name and taken an advantage, right? So decision regarding this is was rejecting the this is a Calcutta High Court because of the same things you are taking an advantage by the another name. Like मैं कहती हूँ कि आई एम निकिता एंड मैंने वही काम किया कि बाय द नेम ऑफ निकिता किया गया और वो काम हुआ, रनिंग हुई, प्रोसीडिंग्स हुई, बट ऑन दी अनदर नेम मैं लाइक माई निक नेम लाइक निकी. सो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट लाइक मैंने अपने आपको दो अलग एंटिटी शो कर दी, निकी यानी बहुत है डिफरेंट एंटिटी, बट मोटिव्स जो मेरा है कि वो सेम है कि मेरे को यहाँ से भी बेनिफिट्स मिले, मुझे यहाँ से भी बेनिफिट्स मिले. सो अल्टीमेटली क्या होगा, डिसीजन वॉज रिजेक्टेड बिकॉज आई एम अ सेम पर्सन बट ट्राइंग टू take advantage by the another name, so and by two title was separate person. So same things applies here, a separate body altogether from the shareholder, and the transfer was as much conveys the transfer property. It was the shareholder had been totally different person. Yes, of course. Separate legal personality of a company is bedrock of a company law. Next case is even where a single shareholder virtually holds the entire share capital, company is to be differentiated from such a shareholder. Like an OPC cases, company and member both are different, right? Next case is Salomon vs Salomon and a company 1895 and 99. So that is the most asking question in an exam. So fact of the cases is that like a Salomon versus Salomon Company Limited is a family business, and after a particular time there is starting a business with some properties, that equity, and after some time business are run down, and the situation is that run into difficult and liquidation proceedings are started. So at that time the assets of the company is not sufficient to pay their debt, debentures and unsecured loans and creditors. So decision was that House of a Lord जो हमें results जो मिले, Act only required 7 members holding the at least 1 share. So the business of a family business, and that is and the member of the business is wife, childs, etc. And the business related to a leather merchant. The Salomon is a leather merchant and consists of Solomon wife and consists of this business wives, children and members. And the Solomon business is worth of business euro 39,000. Purchase consideration was paid in the terms of 10,000. That is the purchase consideration. Worth of the business is purchase business of the Solomon euro 39,000 and the purchase consideration euro 10,000. And properties value is 20,000 and fully paid up share by the at the rate of euro 1 per share. And company less than 1 year faced some difficult discrepancies and started a liquidations. So even not even sufficient to discharge the debenture, right? So भाई स्टार्ट बिजनेस हुआ, कुछ परचेज कंसिडरेशन हुआ, अच्छा नहीं चला, देन उसके बाद ये था कि वो अपने जो भी लायबिलिटीज थी वो पे नहीं कर पा रही थी. तो डिसीजन जो आया, डिसीजन इज़ दैट कि said nothing about being independent. There is a company, Solomon and the members both are different, right? So Solomon is an agent, company is not an agent of Solomon. So next case is Lee versus Lee Hair Farming Limited. So L formed a company with a share capital. L के साथ करी company share capital 3,000 pound थी and out of from them 2,999 held by L started a business with the 3,000 pound and जिसमें से 2,999 held by L उसके पास थी. ऑल्सो सॉल गवर्निंग डायरेक्टर, अकेला बंदा था, लाइक OPC केस लग रहा है, देखता है क्या है. इन हिज कैपेसिटी नथिंग कंट्रोलिंग शेयर होल्डर हेल एक्सेस फुल एंड अनरिस्ट्रिक्टेड कंट्रोल, लाइक मोस्ट ऑफ द शेयर he has hold, so all the duties are unrestricted control he have and affairs on the affairs of a company. Hell was a qualified pilot, so that is by the profession is a pilot and appoint a chief pilot of a company in the article and drew a salary from the same. So उससे salary मिल रही है while piloting the company. Plane he was killed in an accident. जब piloting था कंपनी का तो plane is killed by accident में वो plane ख़त्म हो गया था. एज अ वर्कर ऑफ अ कंपनी आर इनसिक्योर, देन क्या होगा कि वर्कर ऑफ कंपनी इनसिक्योर हो गए, वर्कर एंटाइटल्ड फॉर अ कंपनसेशन, सो दैट इज नॉट अ OPC केस, दैट इज अ केस ऑफ द कंपनी वर्थ ऑफ ₹3,000 एंड आउट ऑफ दैम 2,999 held by L and that is also a all powers are containing him and that is also by the duties of pilot of a company and in an event or in an accident he was killed in an accident plane, he was killed in an accident and the worker was insecure, worker entitled to compensation on death of injury. The question was while holding the position of sole governing director Hell also been an employee worker of company. So question यहाँ पे ये था कि while holding the position of sole governing जब director था could L also be an employee worker, तो जो वो director था employee वो worker, what is the that position. So decision is that was a director of a company was no impediment or to his entering into a contract to serve a company. If a company was a legal entity and there is no reason to change the validity or any contractual obligation which are created between the company and deceased. The contract could not be avoided merely because L was the agent of a company in its negotiation accordingly. L was the employee of a company and that therefore entitled the compensation or claim. So result is that so जो अगर उसके साथ हो गई ओके बट द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स कांट बी चेंज. अगर आपका जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स पहले हो चुके हैं तो उसकी TNC वही रहेगी, उससे आपकी वो चीज़ें बदल नहीं जाती. सो एल को बोला गया कि जो वो कंपनी का डायरेक्टर भी था और एम्प्लॉय ऑफ द कंपनी भी था तो वो अपनी क्लेम्स कर सकता है. A decree has been issued the court in respect of some due against a company, same cannot be enforced against managing director. So that is a decree issue कर सकता है अपने कुछ सम्स को जो भी ड्यूज है कंपनी से, सेम कैन नॉट बी एनफोर्स्ड अगेंस्ट मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर. सो ये सेम चीज़ें वो कैन नॉट बी एनफोर्स नहीं कर सकता बाय द मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर ऑफ अ कंपनी. नेक्स्ट केस इज लॉ बच्चा F गुजर with the commissioner of IIT Bombay in 1955. So like the interesting fact, Fact of the case is Mrs. Guzar received certain amount of dividend in respect of share by her in a tea company. तो इसने कुछ received के dividend in respect of shares, and that is a business of a tea company under the income tax. Agriculture income exempted. Yes, we know under the income tax and agriculture income is exempted. And the tea company is partly agriculture. Only 40% of company income is treated as income from manufacturing. But in the case of tea company, partly agriculture, 40% income will be treated as an income from manufacture and sale, therefore liable to tax. 40% income पे tax होगा. Mrs. Guzar claimed the dividend income of in her hand should be treated as agriculture income to 60%. तो उसने 60% income agriculture बता दिया. In the case of a company, on the ground that dividend received by shareholder represent the income of the company. So that is a case कि उससे 60% income are treated as agriculture income and wants to take a dividend from that. So grounds of a company, dividend received by shareholder represented the income of a company. So क्या जो received हो रहा dividend shareholder को, ये income है company की. So let's see what is the result. तो ऐसी that though the income in the hands of company was partly agriculture, yet the same income when received by Mrs. Guzar as the dividend could not be regarded as agriculture income. So यार जो आपके members को हम दे रहे हैं dividend, that is not agriculture income. It is a part of a profit. So as we know, company gives dividend to their shareholder from the profit, not from the exempted portion, right? So next case is artificial person. As we know, company is an artificial person because of not a physical appearance and not a body natural being. It is deemed depend upon natural person, namely director, shareholder, getting various works done. Limited liability, so that is some interesting characteristics. One of them that like these liability, limited liability में, in the case of limited by share, when a company having a multiple shareholders and the shareholders are invested an amount in a particular limit, so at that time company is a limited by share. Like जिसने जितना पैसा लगाया वो उसके लिए उतना liable है, उससे ज़्यादा नहीं है, right? So in the case of unlimited liabilities company, unlimited liabilities when the members shall continue to be liable. Member are fully paid up shares, and fully paid up shares are those member of a company, all are fully paid up shares and all are pay all the amounts related to share those they are holding. So at that time members shall continue to be liable till पैसा has been paid off. So members are continue liable जब तक उसका each पैसा has been paid off. In case of company limited by guarantee, so according to members, he shall be liable to contribute to the amount guaranteed by him. So according to person जितना उन्हें guarantee दें उससे according को liable है. If a guarantee company also has share capital, so according to share capital liable. Unlimited liability of a company, limited liability company. So here is if at any time of a number of member of a company is reduced. If that is a case when the number of member is reduced, the journal criteria is that in the case of private company, 2 members are necessary to running a business, and in the case of public, 7 members are necessary for running a business. When the member is reduced from these criteria, so within a 6 month it is necessary to things इन सब चीज़ों मतलब इस जो भी हमारा क्राइटेरिया उसको फॉलो किया जाए. आफ्टर 6 मंथ कंपनी जो एक फॉर्म हमारे बताया गया एज पर द लॉ उसमें कन्वर्ट कर लिया जाए. बट इन दैट अ केस दैट इज़ नॉट डन बाय द कंपनी इन अ पर्टिकुलर टाइम, सो आफ्टर दैट the all members are severely liable to payment of the whole debt, right? Separate property has, yes of course company has separate property. This principle of separate property best laid down by the SC बचाव गुलजार. हमने पढ़ा कि कंपनी जो है वो सेपरेट प्रॉपर्टी होती है उसकी, बट that is not a property of members. Fact of a case. The case of Macura with Northern Assurance Company Limited. Case of the except one share of a timber company, there is a nature of timber company business is timber related, and also advance substantial amount to big company in secured company timber his own name. Timber being destroyed by fire. So timber are destroyed by fire and his claim was rejected. Wants the insurable interest. So वही कंपनी को अपने बिहाफ पे बोला गया कि कंपनी टिम्बर कंपनी थी, उसमें जो भी गुड्स थी, जो टिम्बर था वो ख़राब हो गया, जल गया, राख हो गया और क्लेम किया गया इंश्योरेबल इंटरेस्ट के लिए. सो द डिसीजन आया नो शेयर होल्डर हैज़ अ राइट टू आइटम ऑफ अ प्रॉपर्टी, दैट इज अ आइटम ऑफ कंपनी नॉट from a member. So that is why. Transferability of shares. So public and private credit is also apply. Perpetual succession, company can't be stopped. There is a going concern concept also apply here. So is it a case of when members are resigned, that admit etc. in any cases accepted by the tribunal, company's going concern can't be stopped. Common sense. So as an artificial person for using an signature or instead of a signature, company uses a common sign by the wife's name. So I hope you all understand characteristics of a company. First characteristics is a incorporated association, separate legal entity, and artificial person, limited liability, separately properties, transferability of shares, and perpetual succession. Last one is common sense. So I hope you all are understood by the what is the characteristics of company and definition of company. If you have any query, ask in a comment section. If you like this video, please hit the bell icon for never miss an update, and meet we soon in next class. So like अब हम वही करेंगे, रिविजन्स करेंगे इन सब चीज़ों की. So bye bye guys, मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट क्लास में. See you soon with d.nikita.